Okay, my brother, this is the floor plan of the drawings you sent to me via PDF. This is it, and I have tried to redraw it. This is a PDF format. I have tried to redraw it to have exactly what you sent to me. This is the veranda, this is the sitting room WC, and this should be where the staircase should be, I guess. This is a lobby, visitors room, balcony, kitchen and dining. And from the dimensions that you gave to me, and I've been able to draw it in AutoCAD, to develop it in AutoCAD. So this is the floor plan, like I said, or like you gave to me. This is the veranda, this is the staircase, that's the void, this is the lobby, the dining, the kitchen, the balcony, and bedroom. Everything that you sent to me. This is the living room. So where you made a mistake, like I told you in WhatsApp, is how this is the floor plan and this is the first floor plan, how you position your columns, like where your room is, your WC, where you place your walls and your column. Okay, for instance, you told me that the first floor plan is going to be a bit bigger up than the ground floor, which means that it has to have a cantilever around here, something like that. Then how can you have a column here, here, here and here when the whole of this place is cantilever? I don't know if you understand me. Then if this is your floor plan, then the upper floor plan has to be bigger here up to this place. They don't have to be columns, as you have placed your columns around here. It's not gonna be cantilever again. And again, if maybe, where is that place? If maybe like here we have a column, here on the ground floor plan, and in the upper floor plan you had extended the wall, you had extended this wall because you increase it to be 4,200 mm. You increase the wall and forgetting that there was a column somewhere here, which if only you build, it's going to pierce through here up. I don't know if you understand. So before you do something like this, you need to be very, very calculative. You understand? You need to be so calculative. You have to have your calculator with you. Then be so calculative, knowing that we need to work accurately. You need to know what you are doing. I don't know if you understand. Okay, so let's get started. If you want to do something like that, let's get started. Now, this is the original floor plan. Before you can get the upper floor plan, you have to develop it from the ground floor plan to have what you really want. You understand? Let's get started. So since this is the floor plan, you have to copy. Sorry, I'm not using AutoCAD 2010. I don't have it. I've checked it. I don't have the raw file, so I'm using AutoCAD 2016. I'm so much sorry about that, but I know that they are not going to be much different because I know that you know the keys, you know all the preliminary keys. So I mean the tools, you know all the preliminary tools. So I'm just going to work with it. You can use your AutoCAD 2010 and learn from what I'm giving to you. So first you have to copy, which is CO press your enter. Oh, you have to select it again. Highlight the building, CO, pick a point, then you copy it and paste. Now, after copying it and paste, you will now have to bring the idea that you had into it, like extending the walls to give you what you want. I don't know if you understand what I mean. Now, you said that you wanted to, from your plan in a PDF format, you have extended this first room to be 4,200 mm. You understand? Now, in AutoCAD, if you want to do something like that in the upper floor plan, you need, before you do something like that, you need to be careful in order to keep the format of the ground plan, to keep the format of the floor plan. Just keep it good, just keep it well, as in do not allow anything to alter it, because that is where you are going to pour. That's where your concrete work, your reinforcement is going to be placed. This paneling here is what you are going to work with. So in anything that you are altering, be very careful so that you will not alter the ground floor plan. You know, we are working with the concrete, not really the wall per se. I don't know how I'm going to put this well for you. Okay, in order not to alter this very one, you know, if you are going to cast the concrete, this is, you are going to use the first floor, as in the ground floor plan, to cast the concrete, the slab, the paneling, everything, the columns. You are going to use the first floor. So in a situation whereby you alter where the column is and where the slab supposed to be in the ground floor, that means you have condemned everything. Remember, we are only interested in the concrete work, which is the slab and the columns. Hope you understand. So you know that the ground floor plan is what is going to be on the ground. Then while the first floor plan is going to be on top of the floor plan, which means that the ground floor plan needs to be considered very accurate and appropriate. Understand? Now, this ground floor plan, we have duplicated it to have this. In order to extend the sides of this to suit with what you gave me here, you have to be so much calculative. Understand? Now, you extended this here in the ground floor plan was about linear dimension. Click here. Was about 3,000 mm. Was about 3,000 mm. So in order to have your 4,200 mm, all what you need to do is to add 1002 to that 3000 and extend it and offset it, so that you will not alter this very wall, this very beam here, this very beam. Okay, let's use the word beam. This very beam here, this very beam. If you add 1200 to this 3000 to give you the 4200 at which you extended this wall to, and it will still maintain the ground floor plan. What I mean is that if you add, like now we had 3000 here, and in order for us to have a 4002 here, you need to offset this very wall 1200 away from it in order for you to have the 4200 room, in order to still maintain this very beam, this very wall that we had, so that when they cast it from down, it will still maintain, while the one that you have offsetted out will now serve as a cantilever. Oh my god, I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. Now from here, from inside of the line, you offset, that is O, through 1200. You offset it out, understand? Then you now offset it, this one again, to have the block wall. That's 225, I guess that's what you used to have, a 225, understand? Then you can now delete this very wall, trim or extend, in order to have what you were looking for. Do you understand? Now it only alter the wall. You know, we are only working with wall, the partition here. We are only working with the partition here, with the wall here. No more this beam, because a beam is going to run through here. A beam is going to run through here. So it has not changed anything. If this should be lifted up, is to be projected up, it's going to land somewhere here, while the whole of this place is going to be a cantilever. Let me redo what I did. Let me redo what I did so that you grab me. What I mean is that this is the original ground floor wall or beam. Now as you have offset it out 1002 to this very wall here, a whole of this 1002 will now serve as the cantilever without altering the formal column, the formal beam, and the formal slab. If it is to be projected out, you know, nothing is going to be here. Nothing is going to hold this very slab here. There is nothing that is going to hold this very slab here, which means that the column that is going to hold this very slab here is going to be the original ground floor column, which is from the ground floor plan. Understand? So you have to be so much calculative as of setting it out. Understand? Now you have to delete this wall from the first floor plan, then extend these ones to join it. Extend these ones to join it. You now see that you have not altered the ground floor, but you only extend the wall. Then the point of that extent is going to be your cantilever, which is going to be now in this one here. You also offset it to have a 4002. You understand? but from your ground floor plan it was 3825. You understand? 3825, which was the kitchen. So you have extended it to almost somewhere this very column here, the column of the store, or the beam or the wall of the store. So if I were you, in order not to alter the ground floor plan, the ground floor column, the ground floor elements, what I will do is either I allow this room to still have the same size, or even if I should extend this wall in order to have an appropriate room size that I want, I would only trim out this wall, delete out this wall, and extend it with this one, something like that. Or if you still can't get it that way, since this wall was what was the size of this very room? This is 3825, and you said you wanted what? 4002. What will you add to 3825 to give you 4002? That you have to do it yourself. But if I were you, I would have extended this very line here, offset. When you offset, you say 4200, then to take you here. Once it takes you there, look at, it's very the difference is very small. The difference is very small. Yes, difference is very small. So in order for you not to alter the ground floor elements, you have to allow it that way. If I were you, I would have allowed that very room size to be the same. Your clients may not even know. The clients will not even notice that it was not up to that 4002, because the difference is very small. So if I were you, I would delete this very line and allow it. The rooms are almost the same, 4038 something, understand? So that you will not alter these very elements, so that when you project that column up from the ground floor plan, it will not alter the first floor plan. I don't know if you understand. Now we are getting going. Now from your first floor plan, what did you do here too? Okay, you extended this one to 3225. What was the former room size? It was 36. This is 36. 36 is 3006. Is 328. It's smaller than. Why is it that way? The ground floor plan is 3006. 3006. Then your this other side is 3225, which means that it is smaller than. So I think there will not be cantilever walls in this other side. I think there is no cantilever wall in this other side, I guess so. So if I were you, I would just allow this very ground floor element to remain the same. Yeah, to remain the same in order not to alter anything. Yeah, this is a ground floor plan, I guess so. First floor, and your room was 3. Okay, this should be toilets for this very room. So if I were you, would have just done something stupid here. I can, from here you enter the lobby, from here you enter the room, from here you enter the toilet, from here you enter the toilet. Okay, and you even equally extended this wall too. You touched this very wall too. So touching this very wall will cause another problem here. So you have to be mindful, you have to be careful of how you share this very room here. Be very careful of how you share this very room here in order for you not to alter the ground floor elements. So the dimension from here to here was 3000. So that was 3000. So if you delete this very element here and offset this very wall to half of 3000 is 1500. Then you divide it into 2, or even if you didn't want to do it that way, if you go to L, then look for the center of this very line. I think I have not activated my center. The midpoint. Midpoint is there. I should activate. Okay, if it's not working, then you have to offset this very wall to 1500. Then you now know that this very place has to be 225 by 225, and half of 225 is what? That's 1125. So you offset it again to 1 1 2 point 25. Offset it, and you offset this one too. Then you delete the center line. You have to be sure if it's okay. That's 225. Okay, trim. Trim. You trim and you delete. Now you have succeeded dividing this very room into 2, at which this place will be toilet, this place will be toilet too. So it has not really altered anything here. You only shifted this wall to the center. So when modeling it in CSC ORION, you have to remember that you did not put any column here. You have to you have to analyze this very slab as a single slab. You will not divide it. We are only interested in the slab here. We are not interested in the wall partition. Listen, walls is only for partitioning. Walls is only for partitioning. In civil engineering, we don't really consider block walls as anything. We only consider the partitioning. Sorry, only consider the concrete reinforcement, the pouring, the cast. What makes a structure to stand is not the wall. What makes the structure to be effective is not the wall. It is the concrete work. It is the formation work. Let me show you an example of something. Look at this very tank. Look at this very overheated tank here. Consider this as a story or two-story building. Understand? This is the floor, this is the first floor, and this consider it as the second. Understand? Now, if only this was a building, you see there are no walls here. There are no walls. The only thing that makes this structure to be effective is the concrete formation work. These are concrete work. It carries the load imposed on the building, imposed on the structure. Walls has no effect. Without this concrete work here, the structure cannot be effective. Walls are only to partition it. In case there was a room or you want to put something or you want it to have a shape, you use the wall, the block walls. You understand? So in civil engineering, walls has no say. A wall has no say. What we are interested in is the reinforcements. So when we are going to model this place, we are going to consider the whole of this slab. We are not going to put any column in between so that it will not bust out problem here in the upper floor. I hope you understand that very place. So moving forward to other things here. What again did you change? Let's go to your drawing. Okay, first floor. This, we are done with room 2, we are done with room 3, we are done with these two toilets. Which other thing? You extended this other room to 4,200. Yes, 4,200. Let's check what we have here. What we had here before was 3,006. 3,006. So we are going to offset it out to have 4,002. So from this very wall, we offset 4,200 out. Then you offset out the size of your trench or your wall, which is 225. Understand? Then you delete this formal here. I hope you understand what I'm doing here. The same thing I did there. This very space here will serve as the cantilever without altering this very the column is going to be here. The column is going to be here, holding this very cantilever here. All of this place will be cantilever. The column is going to be here, and the column is going to be here, anchoring this very cantilever. I don't know if you understand what I am saying. So the ground floor plan element is holding this very slab here all over. So since you have extended that, you delete this very wall, then you trim out this to join then trim out this and delete it. And what else did you change here? 42. What else? This floor. You extended this very place here. Okay. The whole of this place, you did not dimension it. Okay, but you have given a size of what you have extended out, which is 375 away. I don't really understand what you did here. I don't really understand what you did here. This 375 away. This 12 by 12. Can I really understand what you did here? Okay, let's leave that one for now. I think let's go to the toilets here. This was 42 by 40. We are done, and this place was 36. Is that what we had here? Okay, 3,000. 3,000. Okay, I think that one can go. 36. You extended this one to 36, and what else? Give a toilet of 12, 12. And the whole of this room is 3075. Wow, I think there are some complications here. There's some complications here that is going to alter the ground floor plan. So let's watch and see what we can do here. Okay, okay, this is 3. This is size of this room here was 3,000. Okay, and you wanted it to be extended to what? 36, but I will say no. Do you know why? I will say no. I don't buy that very idea. If you should alter this very line here, you should alter this very line here. You are going to alter this lobby, and because of altering this very lobby, it's going to affect the staircase. Listen, staircase needs not to be affected in any way. The same size of staircase, the same size of the staircase room, or what should I even call it, or stairway from the ground floor, must not change, cannot be changed, because there is no how there are going to be a small void on the ground floor plan, then going to the first floor plan you have a bigger void. No way, such thing does not happen. So be very, very careful of what you are doing, so that whenever you are designing, you don't alter the size of a stairway. Understand? Even the size of a lifter. If you are designing a room and you have a lift in that room, the size of that room must not be altered. The size of that lift room must not be altered. It must be the size from the very ground up. So a size of staircase must be the same. So if you should shift this very block wall here, it's going to alter this lobby here, and affecting this lobby here, there is no way it's not gonna affect this very staircase, and this staircase will be shifted out. No, it's very wrong. It can't be shifted out. It can't be shifted out in the first floor plan. It has to appear the same from the ground floor plan up to the very first floor plan. I don't know if you understand me. You can't, such thing cannot happen here. It must have the same size, the same everything, the same formation from the ground floor plan up to the first floor plan. I don't know if you understand me. That is what happens in structure. That is what happens in structure. A stairway and a lift room must be the same. The structure, everything, how you configure it right from the first floor and the ground floor plan must be the same as the first or multi-story building as you have it. Must not change, because stairways cannot be changed. You can't change anything, as in it must be the same. It must be the same. You can't have a smaller void in the first floor, then going up you go and have a bigger void. What is that space for? What is that very bigger void space for? No, I don't think it's normal to me. I don't think it's normal. So what if I were you? If I were you, what I would do here is try to partition this very place to have your toilet. What else did you have here? To have your toilet, then have your room. Have your room here. Have your room here. Okay, let's go and see how that will work. Let's see how that will work out. The holes, the size of this let's see here. A room, a corridor, I don't know what you did here. I don't know if the staircase was not really like this. This is what I'm talking about. Look at the formats of the staircase. This is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about. Look, your staircase is like L shape in the first floor plan. Okay, considering that this very place here was or this very place here was considered as the part of the L shape, like this. Understand? Then why is it, why has it changed? Why has your signal or your symbol changed to be I shape when right from your floor plan it was L shape? What is this very place here? What is this very place here? You have to come in from here. You have to come in from here, up here, then enter here, then go your way. Understand? Come in from here, enter here, climb up here. There should be a landing here. You climb up here, there should be a landing here. Then this should be a normal slab that you are going to access the upper floor plan. Understand? Understand what I mean? So that's the same thing here. Once you climb up here, you climb up here. Understand? When you climb up here, you climb on this slab. There should be a landing here. You climb on this slab, then have access to this very upper floor plan. So that is the same thing I'm going to apply here. I hope you are noting all the corrections that I'm showing you here. I would have what should I say? I would have sat down to do this on my own, then bring it to you and show you the corrections. But no, I want to use it, then show you step by step, show you the corrections, show you what I'm having, what I'm seeing. Understand? So that you also see and understand what I am doing. Understand? So what you had here was very wrong. I hope you are writing down all the corrections that I'm showing you. So if you are climbing here and climbing here, this place there should be a landing. And note, this very stairway is small. The stairway is, the size is small. This 1002, but I think it should be from, okay, if you can have 1.2, but the landing should be 1.5 or something. So I think it is very small for the, though it is a small let's say a residential building. I think you can well, still manage it, but the stairway has to be 1.5 or something. Okay. Then when you climb up here, then from here you access the building. That's the vision I'm having for this very place. So the only thing you gotta do here is maybe remove this very well, understand, then having reference from here, you have a very big room here, and oh shit, sorry about that. Sorry about that. So referencing from your plan, you have a very big room here. This room will access this toilet, this room will access this toilet, and you have this very lobby here. Then once you land here, you enter here and you can access. Okay, let's see how we can do what we can do here. You can equally have this as a master's room. Yeah, have this as the master's room. Okay, in case you wanted your, what was your toilet size? Okay, you gave your toilet size to be 1,200 each. Okay, 1,000, that is one ceiling. 1,002 is one ceiling. Is that not too small? Though I do not know the length of this one. Okay, living room. What if you have, you offset okay, let's say 1,002 for this very toilet. 1,212. Should it be 12? 1,212. Okay, let it be 12 if that's the case. 1,200. You offset. Then you offset your block wall 225. Then you now offset another 1,200. Then you now offset your 225. Offset your 225 here. Oh shit, not that way, this way. Once you offset your 225, you now say, okay, what should be the toilet formation? For me, I would say it should be 2.4. Offset, let's say 2,400. That's a rubber trial to see. And you offset your block wall 225. Okay, you trim, you delete the unwanted lines. Now your toilet is set. Okay, toilet is set. It is still maintaining the ground floor elements formation. Okay, this is another room. Once you climb up here, land here, then you cannot enter here. You cannot enter here. So I have to do something like trim. Set this line 1200, since you were dealing with 1002 all through. 1225 this time. You trim here. Okay, after trimming that, you can delete this very line here. You can delete this very line here, or allow it there. Now once you climb in from here, and as reach up, understand, from there you access this very slab. From there, once you access that very slab, from there you can enter this very building. Remember, this was lobby. The whole of this place is going to be lobby. Let me delete this line so that you'll not be confused. Oh my god, what am I doing? Am I doing anything? Have I done anything wrong there? I think so. What was here? This one. This line's supposed not to be here, yeah. That's so. Is that so? What was here? Okay, I hope I've not made any mistake. This is void. What am I doing? Am I making sense? What am I doing? Am I making sense? What the hell am I doing? Confusing myself, gotten myself confused. This whole of this room, nothing's supposed to be here. Okay, I now know where the confusion is from. I think nothing was supposed to be here either. Slab, and from here you can enter here, enter this lobby, enter this room, enter this toilet. From here you can enter this room, enter this toilet. From here you can enter this room, enter this toilet. From here you can enter this room and enter this toilet. Yeah, I think, I don't know if you understand me. So if I were you, you know, this one is just for learning. If I was just doing it, I would have taken time to put it well. So with this now, with this, you have not really altered the ground floor elements, the slab floor elements, understand? So even if you analyze or you panel this very slab and cast it will be able to carry this very load here. Even if you panel the whole of this and cast, it will be able to carry the whole of this load here, because what you did here, you have not deformed the ground floor elements. Any place that you put column here, any place that you put column in this ground floor, exception of the inner rooms, like this toilet here, like the former toilet here, it will not alter or it will not pierce through the rooms in the upper floor plan. And any place that you place column in this, like if you place column like if you place column in this very wall here, this very wall is the same as this very one here. The only thing, you extended it out. Understand? If you place column here, it will still work with this very column here. Understand? If you place column here or beam, it will still work with the same column and beam here, because you have not altered the ground floor elements. That is what you have to put into consideration. That is the center of reasoning. Altering the ground floor elements in the upper floor plan can destroy everything. So if you just carry everything like this and put in CSC ORION and then put the columns here, then from here you extend out, you will note the dimension from where you will extend out, your cantilever. Understand? From here, from these ground floor elements in your CSC ORION, when you, after you might have put everything here, load everything here, from here now you will now extend out your cantilever of the same size from here to here, the same size from very here to here. Oh my god, I don't know if you understand me. Oh, okay, let's ride on. Okay, I think we are done with this. Yeah, I think we are done with this. So the only thing remaining now is to see, after you might have done something like this, to really understand what you were doing, you have to maybe change the whole of this. Maybe change the whole of this and give it a different color. Yes, that was my generator going off. Let me extend the lights so that you will see what's going on here. Extend the brightness. I hope you can see it now. Okay, after changing this, you can now like try to move this M and then pick a point here to match what you have here. I hope you see. You can now see what I meant. Understand? The ground floor plan is the red lines, while the upper floor plan is the black lines. Understand? Like here, this is where your column will be placed. There will not be column here. This is where your column will be placed. The ground floor, this is where your column will be placed. This is where your column will be placed. Your column will be placed here and here. Understand? Then the whole of this place will serve as cantilever. The whole of this place will serve as cantilever. Understand? A whole of this place will serve as cantilever. You put a beam here if you like to hold it. The whole of this place will serve as a cantilever. You put a beam here if you like. All of this place. Then it's something applicable to here. You put a column here. You can choose to put a column here. Understand? Or here. Then the whole of this place now see as a cantilever. If you see the whole of this place, there are no much different lines, exception of the cantilevers. So the drawing is perfect now. The elements are perfect. All of this place, if you put columns here, since they are matching, it will not really alter any room. It will not have any problems because it has matched everything. These ones are just a block wall. What should I say? It's just a block wall. What should I say? It's just a block wall displacement. It has nothing to do with the structure. It will not destroy or have anything to do with the structure. The same thing as this one. This place, a whole of this place, we are going to design it as a one slab. All of this place you are going to design it as a one slab. Then this place will be a cantilever, something applicable to this side. Then all the columns here, you can insert them and nothing is going to happen. I don't know if you understand. This is what I wanted to show you. This is what I wanted to show you. This is what I wanted you to understand. This is what I wanted you to really grab, really understand. Matching it. Ground floor plan is the red lines, while the upper floor plan is the black lines. Now matching it, you will now see where the differences are. So this other side will be cantilever all through, while this other side will be, this side will be cantilever here. So that is that. So in case maybe you wanted to put a cantilever too, understand, maybe to rotate around the whole of the building, you are the one to know what to do. Like from here you can offset it out. From here you can offset it out. Maybe you wanted to offset it to, maybe offset it to 1000 to 1200. If you offset it out, offset it out, you know, that is black line. You now know that the whole of this place is going to be cantilever. But note one thing, you don't have to alter anything you have here you don't have to alter everything you have here in this void. Remember that this place is totally void. This place is totally void. This place is totally void. So anything you do, you don't have to alter the size and the elements here. Understand? They have to be the same. It's same thing in lift. Understand? So when you reach this place, except you are going to put the landing to be very long up to this extent. Except you are going to put the landing to be very, very long up to this extent. And even if you put the landing to be long up to this extent, you now walk through here, then walk through here, and you enter where you wanted to enter. Understand? But to me, you have to be very, very careful in anything that you are doing. You have to be very, very careful in everything you are doing. So this is what I really wanted to show you in AutoCAD. This is just for learning. With you, you can do something more better than this. Yeah, you can do something much more better than this. You understand? So let's keep moving up. Let's keep moving up in this very building. Oh, let me be sitting. Shut up. This very building. you have to keep moving up. The next thing you have to do is what you already know, the gridding. But the gridding, you asked me to, yeah, I can still remember something. General arrangement. I don't know if general arrangement is what we mean by structural scheme, because this is structural scheme. In structural scheme, all of these lines has to meet. All of these lines has to meet in structural scheme. All the lines has to meet. All the lines has to intersect across. Like here, you have to intersect it across, so that you will note if that's place you have to put a column or not. That's one thing that makes a structural scheme different from every other thing, every other drawings. You have to make all these lines to meet. That is structural scheme for you. Make all the lines to meet. Yeah, make all the lines to meet. This other one also have to make it meet. Which other one? I think that should be all for now. Same thing applicable to these ones. You have to be very, very careful. What else do you have to do here? I think this should be all. I think this should be all for now. Okay, so after doing this, to make it more easy for you, you can choose to change this very color to any other color. You can choose it to blue. After you change it to blue, move this very one, or you copy it. Just copy it down. Sorry, that was move. CO. Copy it down. Then copy this one too. CO. Copy it down too. Let it be aligned with this. Let it be aligned. You can choose to make it to be aligned or not if you wish. Then you move this one. You move this one to here to match it. You understand? So you move it to match it, and this is what you will have. You understand? After matching it, this will give you an idea of the ground floor is the blue, while the upper floor plan is what? The black. So you can grid. Choose to grid. Before you grid, you have to this is what you already know. You have to add a layer. You have to create a new layer. Maybe axis. You already know this because I've seen you work in Orion. And you change the color to red. Click OK. Then close the axis. Go and check if you will see the axis. Yes, axis is here, red color. Then what do you have to do? You wanted to grid the elements. You wanted to grid the elements. So and it wants to choose grid lines to be what? Now go to your lines. I don't know why this thing doesn't want to. Okay, you draw your lines. You can go for your construction line. That's what I normally use. You can choose to put construction line, and you offset it to 112.25 to the middle. Then you can copy, CO, pick a point at which you want to copy, drop it here, drop it here, drop it here. Can you call it drop it here? I wish you have to drop it there. You drop it here. That's for all the vertical axis. That's for all the vertical axis. Remember, you are only considering it from the ground floor plan. You're considering everything from the ground floor plan. So you have to be very, very careful where you drop your axis. This is a complex work. This is not a simple work. This is a more complex than a simple work. Then you now go for your what do they call it? Construction line again. And right click. Select horizontal and place it. When you place it, you offset it. When you offset it, you delete the former one, and you copy. You pick up points. Place it in all the horizontal axis. Place it in all the horizontal axis. From the blue line. Place it there, all the horizontal axis of the blue line. That's where you have to place it. And also where you have the cantilever walls. Sure you understand. Then you close it. You pick your line, you do what I'm doing, After doing that, you trim. TR is for trimming. TR is for trimming. Trim them out. Once you trim them out, choose to delete. the boxes that you created. You delete them. Then you now select all the grid lines, and this is what you already know because I've seen you in Orion before. Then after that, bingo, you are ready to go for Orion. And remember, before you go to Orion, you have to save this very file to the DXF format. So brother, this is where we are going to stop for today. Please note those corrections that I have made for you. Even if you have to do more work on it, it's just for learning purposes. I hope you have learned a lot. I hope you have really learned a lot from the corrections that I'm doing here for you. So watch, note the correction, improve yourself. Okay, improve yourself. It's not a big deal. So see you next time in Orion, CSC ORION 18. Goodbye.